I'm Jared Dienda, and this is Snap-on Tools Great Garages. We're in Murrieta, California at KTM North America's headquarters, where they build a variety of championship-winning motorcycles. Let's take a closer look. Layton, what's going on, man?
How are you, man?
Yeah, good. Thanks for having us here. A lot of orange here. We're in the house that KTM built and Husky, but where are we at exactly?
You're at KTM North America, the headquarters?
KTM is a company based in Austria, utilizing Snap-on tools. Oh, congratulations on your championship. That's kind of a big thing.
Couldn't do it without Snap-on. It's a team effort.
So speaking of team, how long have you been with the company?
Myself, I've been with the company since end of '99 because I was in Austria for 4 years, and then I came here at the end of 2002, so it's 20 years.
Maybe that's why your accent's just a little like...
It's twisted.
It's totally twisted. I was like, where are you from? You said you're from England, but it is kind of all jumbled up in there. But speaking of kind of jumbled up, a lot of different technicians, different backgrounds. You're building a lot of different bikes, a lot of different breeds of bikes. And again, your title here?
My title is Engine Technician for the Red Bull KTM.
Well, without further ado, can we head on through and check out some bikes in their rare form and then progressively step it up further, right?
Yeah, let's head on back.
Layton, I feel like this is the first stop of the tour because this is where you see the OE bikes. This is in the stock form.
And you're right, this is where all of the media bikes are and ready to go for magazines.
You see this as a canvas, don't you? I mean, you're in the motorsports world, you're in the race world. This is a canvas for you to really tweak and modify. I mean, in OE form, what does a bike have? Like say a 450, like we're talking Supercross here. What does that horsepower-wise?
It has enough.
Enough? You can't say numbers?
I think an OEM one is somewhere around between 55 and 60.
Okay, and then what do you jump to on like a Supercross bike?
Depends on the riders.
Okay.
Sometimes more is better, sometimes less is better.
Okay.
Depends.
Oh, that makes sense. That's right. All right. So again, you're gonna catch us up with Dave.
Yeah, Dave O'Connor.
Yeah.
Which I'll introduce you to.
All right. Let's go find Dave. David, we're in your room right here. We're surrounded by a variety of KTM weapons, but what's your role here and what do you do?
I'm the media relations manager.
You've been in the industry for a long time. How long have you been at KTM?
I've been with KTM for 7 years, been in the motorcycle business probably since I'm like 13, racing.
How old?
13.
13, okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. Since you're a wee lad. So in all of your years of experience, I'm not calling you old here, but in all your years of experience, you said from a young age, how critical is it to have like the right tool and such as Snap-on tools there for you?
Yeah, the tools are everything. Like if you have the wrong tool, it's just going to make life hard. There's a lot of cool features, like even on this torque wrench, it has the swivel head, because you can see like a lot of our stuff, like our engine mounts, this is a pretty critical part of our motorcycle. So this is our engine stay, so these have to be torqued correctly, and it's kind of at an angle to get in, so this really works.
You've got a great story, man. Well, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to catch back up with Layton and check out the rest of your awesome facility.
Enjoy the tour,
Thanks.
guys.
Appreciate it. Huge, massive facility here. This room is dedicated to what exactly?
This is the off-road room for the GNCC, Work Series, and Endurocross.
Okay,
and
nice.
our guy, Robbie.
He's back there working away?
Yep.
We're going to wrap out with Robbie.
Sounds good.
Robbie, catching up with you. How's it going, man?
Good, how about you?
Yeah, good, man. So what exactly do you do here?
So what I do here is I work for Cody Webb, his personal mechanic to go to the races.
Robbie, you use a lot of different tools on the bike, and I know you find the torque wrench, but what's kind of a cool specific tool that you would find yourself using on this bike?
So most of the time at the races, we're checking bolts and stuff like that, or the gearing changes. Biggest thing we do is my medium size 3/8 ratchet, and I have a long and shorty torque splits.
Yeah, they're the same size, but why would that be important?
So you want the long one just in case we have some subframes that's underneath plastic, so you need the reach to there. And then other ones, this is great for changing sprockets out, because if it's too long, you can have that leverage and slip a finger and start bleeding.
Bust a knuckle,
yeah.
and like on the sprocket, for instance, right here, getting right in there, right? And especially if you're out at a race, these bikes aren't as clean as they are right now. They're mud, they're covered in things, so you want to make sure it's precision.
Yeah, for sure.
Robbie, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
Really appreciate it. I'm going to change gears here. Head over to the SX-MX area and check that out.
All right, sounds good.
Carlos, Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too.
So those hands have worked on some championship-winning bikes between Dungey and now Cooper Webb.
Of course, it's been a long career for me, but it's also successful.
Yeah. And how long have you been here?
I've been in KTM for going to be 9 years now in October.
All right. And you're originally from where?
Originally from Puerto Rico.
Awesome. What's a tool you kind of utilize on both Supercross and motocross bikes?
We use several tools, but for me, a lot of the things, like I tell you, the flush cuts or the Snap-on makes, they're really good. I like it because we have a lot of zip ties, a lot of stuff that we like to trim really close, and this gives it a real nice final touch. That way your hands don't get cut.
What would you say to an aspiring technician? Why spend the money? There are competitors, but Snap-on, what separates Snap-on, and why make that investment initially?
It's like everything for me, you have to invest something that is going to stay with you forever. And for me, the tools, since day one, they've been there for me. They've been supporting me through all my career.
That's great. Well, congratulations again on all your success. So thank you for using Snap-on tools, and again, a key part to this very successful team.
Thanks for having some good tools.
Billy, what's up, man? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so that is your name, but what is your game? What do you do exactly here?
I take care of the engines for the Rockstar Husqvarna racing team.
And how long have you been here?
10 years.
10 years. What was your background? How'd you end up here?
Motocross racing amateur.
I hung up the helmet and realized you're a better mechanic than racing?
Better mechanic than
man.
racing.
It's all right, but look at
It
your
happens
role.
to everybody. Yeah, I got a cool role here. There's a lot of good people that work here, and we've got a good team.
People that don't know, again, in Supercross, motocross, how many engines are they going through in a season?
We use about 15 a season.
In regards to your relationship with Snap-on tools, what was the realization of when you're like, wow, this tool is separated from the rest of the pack?
I've always had the impact, but the bit driver is pretty awesome for assembly. You could set the clutch real low, run the bolts in, don't have to worry about them over tightening, and then you're ready for your torque.
So you're surrounded by all these championships, all these victories, high performance, right? And how important is it to have a high performance tool to build these engines?
Very important. Like you say, we have a lot of championships here. We have to be precise, have to have the best.
Right on. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I'll let you get this engine back buttoned up and off to Holland.
Thank you, Jared. Have a good one.
Now we're in your safe space. We're in your office. And you've been such a gracious host, but this is actually what you get paid the big bucks for. What are we looking at here?
The big bucks. Right here we have a 250, which you've caught in the position where it's going to get disassembled and rebuilt.
Just behind our cameras, you just see a rack of engines. What's the process of making sure that it gets done, and how much time when you tear it down and build it back up, how much time does that take?
Usually something like this, you can do it in 2 days. It'll consist of putting different parts in and then get it back together.
What's the tool you would utilize breaking this thing down and putting it back up?
Other than the many good tools, I always like to use this for disassembling. You can disassemble stuff so fast with this.
Yeah, it packs a punch. It's going to knock off your bolt. This is a meticulous looking engine. It's clean. They don't normally come back looking like this. They're dirty, they're covered in certain, but to knock a bolt off, that's going to do the trick.
This does the trick. And I mean, I used to use the old one, which was twice this size, but this thing is, it's just a little hand tool now.
Once again, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it.
Glad to have you guys.
Oh, I love it. And just getting a little inside look here at Red Bull KTM and what you guys do. Beautiful facility, and hope to see you guys on many podiums.
Yep, hope so too. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Are you into two-stroke or are you into four-stroke? What's your favorite displacement bike? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for all things Snap-on. This has been another episode of Snap-on Tools Great Garages.